this up. Okay, so this slideshow from the beginning. You would have joined this workshop and been given the relevant codes. To the left of the classroom is a quiz. Once you have completed the quiz, you have to get over 85% or more. Don't worry if you fail, please do contact me so we can discuss it. You can contact me at team@thedigitalpsychic.com. You are welcome to continue development with me and request to join Facebook Messenger practice area. Please do contact Rachel Gibson BA Honours page. I hope you do enjoy the workshop short course. I use various resources and do discuss via webinar, bringing you useful resources from the internet and collaborating it with my own experiences. So what is the dark arts? The dark arts, also known as dark magic, which refers to any type of magic that is mainly used to cause harm, control, or even death to the victim. And despite being labeled dark, the dark arts are not necessarily evil, okay? So in this universe, everything is made up of essentially energy, even our human body. And there are two kinds of energy. This is universal, and it's the positive energy, which we call as God, or some other people might call it by something else. And there's the negative energy forces, which is called the devil, or otherwise known as Lucifer, Satan, and things like this. Now, Satan, many recognize it as an alternative name of Satan, the fallen angel. But prior to his downfall, Lucifer was a magnificent being with a unique ministry. But the Prince of Darkness is amongst us, and many believe he is. So negative energies exist in so many different forms, like spirits, black magic, tantra, and it's done by a tantric, which is also known as evil eye. And there's various crafts out there that actually cast as dark. But essentially, dark energy is intention. So if you've got good intention, you have protection. If you've got bad intentions, you don't. So dark energies can be very powerful and can create a major turbulence in an individual's life. And at times it does really become difficult to come out of those problems. So people who are under the influence of these energies frequently face low energies, body pain, illness, depression, and other issues, and may turn to substance misuse. Now we're going to talk about curses, okay? Now, curses are what people actually put on somebody. It's like a bad intention. Now, curses can be deeds or words and thoughts. A curse is an expressed wish that with some of adversity will cause misfortune, will befall or attach to some other entity or more of a person's place or an object. And the most important thing is to not to believe in the curse and to evoke Archangel Michael for protection. Now, to remove a bad curse, angelic and magical rituals like master rituals and angelic invocations and the 7-layer protection shield is very important. Now, when we work with energy, we're working with all different types of energy, and we are all energy. So what happens when someone puts a curse on you is that they're trying to attach it to your energy. So what they do, they'll try and attach you from your outer layer. Imagine yourself like an onion and you have the core in the middle. What happens is they try and attach the outer core and then get in through layer and layer and layer until they're in that core. So you may have heard of like vampires, spell casting, and black magic can also cause this. And the study of these forms of curses also can be used and compromised a significant proportion of the study through both folk religion and folklore, so also in various hoodoo and voodoo practices can use it, but also other traditional crafts in addition to modern crafts as well. And it's also used in Hindu culture and various other ones. African American hoodoo presents for the jinx and the cross conditions, as well as the form of foot track magic, which was used in Ramadeep, whereby curses would have been objects laid in the paths of victims and then activated when they were walked over. Also, the evil eye, which is Middle Eastern, is the source of the belief where there's a result of envy, and more rarely is said to be the result of deliberate curse. And there's also hexing, which was actually from the German word for witchcraft. And in a common hex, the days passed when they laid by a stable witch who called milk cows to go dry and horses to lame. So there's lots of different various black magic and art out there. So energy continued. The most important thing is to change the course of that energy. Cleansing is so important in using things like rock salts and Epsom salts. It's imperative to clean your body and the auric field. Imagining the emerald green light of Archangel Raphael coming into the crown chakra, flowing down through your whole body and auric field, telling the light to clean your bodies and your auric field, every cell of your physical body and your mind from all negative and lower energies, darkness and shadows. It leaves the body through the hands and feet. What you can do is visualize gold flecks and silver flecks coming down, showering you and cleansing every part of you from a blue aura around you and form a shield. Protect. The best defense is to focus on the heart chakra and calling upon ascending Master Jesus Christ. See his hands holding out. After that, see the light glimmering metallic, invoking the protection with the following words. The aura protection shield is strong and mighty and glimmering metallic on the outside. The shield is unbreakable, impenetrable from the outside by dark energies and conducts of all negative energy, all physical and psychological harm, all negativity and darkness, shadows and lower energies to the earth where they will be transmuted as inocusally. The shield is penetrable for all positive energy and higher vibrations. It is penetrable from the inside to the outside. Now, psychic attacks is used to harm another person by actually manipulating and controlling them, by sending negative energy towards them. This mental manipulation is done without your knowledge, and it can cause physical symptoms similar to an illness, as well as depressed moods, anxiety, and even suicidal thoughts. Now, what would you do if someone comes to you saying they are cursed? You have to ask these questions. Do you know for certain that you have been cursed? If no, what makes you suspect that you have been? If yes, do you know who's done this? Think of someone that could have possibly done this to you. The more information that you can gather on who cursed them and how they did it and why benefits the outcome and the methodology and the advice you're able to give. And what kinds of effects is the curse having? Is it affecting them or others also experiencing the effect? What you would then do is a reflecting spell. Is very, very easy and basic. You get a small mirror, a black or white candle with black pepper, oregano and anointing oil. And you begin by anointing your candle and rolling it in the pepper and oregano. And you place the candle in a holder on top of the mirror, and you light the candle, and as you do so, say the following incantation. Return to your maker and leave me in peace, and so mote it be. Very simple, the simpler the better. To remove a hex, you would fill the tub with water, open and hold up the container of an Epsom salts. Clear your mind and say the following words. You can do this in a bath, imagining silver metallic gold flecks coming down, and you could advise your clients also to do the same. In the names of my ancestors, my gods and myself, I call upon thee, O creatures of earth and water, come forth, cleanse the named target of all evil and them and me, to balance and health by our wills combined, and so mote it be. Very simple. Then pour the Epsom salts into the water. And then what I do is put it over me from head to toe. You can do it in the shower as well. We'll do it now for us here. You'll clear your mind and say the following words. You can visualize the water. In the names of my ancestors, my gods, and myself, I call upon thee, O creatures of earth and water. Come forth and cleanse myself and everybody who is watching this presentation now of all evil, and to balance and look after our health by our wills combined, and so mote this be. And then just visualize the water coming over you. So visualize the sparkling silver specks, divine source coming through the water as you wash it over you, or advise your target to do the same. When you are done, say, I thank thee, O divine source, all the angels, Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, in the name of myself and my gods and my ancestors, be released to your homes, doing no harm on your way, and return to me with glad hearts when next you are summoned, by our wills combined, and so might this be. It's very important when you're actually doing any work is to claim a space. If your space fills with someone else's stuff, walk around and claim it as yours. Use salt, burn white sage, high frequency music, and wear black tourmaline as well. That's a really good way of getting rid of anything bad. So the signs of attacks, it's very important to know, is reduction in promptness, inability to think, excessive thoughts, especially when they're negative in nature, anger or any other extreme emotion, stress, and any form of physical illness. Now, as you can see here, I put this on here, it's from at Spiritual Science Research Foundation. Right, the ghost with 60% energy is trying to contact the seeker in here. The ghost is creating doubts in the person's mind for covering it with black energy, as you can see here. The person is the seeker doing spiritual practice under the guidance of SSRF. So look here. And the radiance of the soul, can you see the core is here. The grey shades indicate minor body aches there. So what they do, as you can see, is try and attack the outer systems here on the outside, and then we'll go into the radiance of the soul, which is here. That's what I'm talking about when talking about prevention of allowing a spirit to come in your outer layer here, because what they will do is attach around this here. So what they do is attach around that area, and then what they do will try and get into there. So a really, really good salt remedy that I did find from this wonderful link here. What you do is you get a large sized bucket, water, you fill the bucket up to 50% to cover the ankles. When the feet are immersed in the bucket, you get rock soap, and it's saying it's reduced if you use any other form, so use rock soap, and get a towel and a foot mat. Fill a bucket up to 50% with water as to cover the ankles. Add 2 tablespoons of rock salt. Pray to God or your chosen deity sincerely with faith to remove any black energy in you. You can also advise that to clients as well. Praying specifically for destroying the black energy of any ghost, demons, devils, negative energies that affect you or others. So you sit upright with your feet immersed in salt water. Keep a distance of at least 2 to 3 centimeters between the feet. This aids in the maximum discharge of black energy. And if the feet touch each other, then there is obstacle to the discharge of black energy through the feet. Keep the feet in salt water for 10 to 15 minutes. While the feet are immersed, chant. After the completion of the remedy, give gratitude to the angels or guards of the chosen deity and pray for the creation of a protective sheath around you. Then throw the salt water into the toilet, rinsing the bucket with fresh water. Now, Ouija boards. Right, okay, with Ouija boards, right. It is my advice that people shouldn't do Ouija boards, because actually what can happen is you can become possessed with doing it and possessed by doing it. They are not very good tools. They are low divination. Now, if any of your clients come across this, they could be possessed and they will need extremely, extremely hard work to remove that energy. What you would do is invoke Archangel Michael, and you would pray, get them to pray, and also to ask for Archangel's help. If it's really, really bad, what you would need to do is actually call a pastor. Okay. And the last and not least, what I was going to ask you to do is discuss in Easy Chat this subject. Do spirits lie? There is a reason. So I hope you enjoy this workshop. Short course, you would have had a code to access Easy Class once completed. Please go to Facebook, Rachel Gibson, BA Honours, and private message or contact me at team@thedigitalpsychic.com. If you'd like to join Messenger, we have a great community online for social learning and meeting new people. To the left of each class will be a portal quiz. It's not currently in there yet, but it will be. And you can also join me on SAB, the Spiritual Academy of Angel Beach, the subsidiary of Rachel Gibson, the Digital Psychic, founder of the Facebook group Social Learning Project. I hope you've enjoyed this. I am always going to be in the Messenger group. So if anybody wants to know anything, if you want to know how to move a hex, curse, you've got it all there anyway. And possession, they're the three things that you will come across if you're working in defense of the dark arts. Always remember, stay on the light side. You'll always be tempted. We will discuss that though. Do spirits lie? If you don't belong to the Facebook Messenger, please do contact me or research it or give your discussions to me in email, and I'll gladly read it and get back to you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope this helped you.